Hello dear students of HSC level. Welcome to my online English class. I hope you all are well by the grace of Almighty in this critical moment of COVID-19. I also hope that you are continuing your studies well and using your time as your best. Today I'm here again with another class on HSC English second paper, and this is the second lecture of the topic word formation as well as synonyms and antonyms. So good dear students, I hope you will be with me throughout the whole class and enjoy the class and learn the lesson. Now I'm going to talk about word formation, because if you see that the main title of the topic is word formation, and in word formation we are talking about the content, synonyms and antonyms. And you have also known the learning outcome, that you will be able to speak, read and write well, and to earn more and more vocabularies. You need to understand how word is formed. So today our main topic is word formation, and I will also show you how it will help you for your synonyms and antonyms. First, we need to understand what word formation actually is. It is said that in linguistics or in any language, word formation is the creation of a new word. That is, it is the system of forming new words from a particular base word. From the example you can understand that here the educate is the base word or stem, and now by adding some letters or suffixes or prefixes or affixes, we are going to form new words of new parts of speech. That educate is itself a verb, but we have here used a suffix d, and it has been a new word, that is educated, and this word is in its adjective form. In education, we have added ion, just removing the e from educate, and we have got another new word, and this new word bears a particular meaning, and this word is in its noun form. In this way, by adding suffixes or adding prefixes, we can form newer words. That in this word we have added prefix an and suffix d, so educate has been uneducated. So this word is a newer word which is in its adjective form but gives the opposite meaning of educated. So uneducated is the antonym of educated. So you can see that by learning formation of a particular word, we can also get antonym of that word. That is, we can form antonym by adding suffix or prefix. Okay, here we have also added ill with the word educated, and it had been ill-educated. So ill-educated is also the antonym of educated, because it also gives the opposite meaning of that particular word. So in this way, by forming newer words, we can find out synonyms and antonyms more easily. So word formation is very important to have a good command over synonyms and antonyms. Here I'm going to give you some examples how word formation will help you in this case, that is in synonyms or antonyms. Suppose you have been given a word normal. Now you have been asked to give a synonym of that particular word normal. So if you know the word natural that has been formed by adding suffix al with the word nature, that is, the main or base word of natural was nature, and by adding suffix al you have made it natural, and this word is an adjective because normal is an adjective, so you have to choose natural, and this gives the similar meaning of the word normal. Now if you are asked to choose an antonym of normal, then either you can choose a newer word or new word like strange. It is completely new. Okay, normal, and you have used strange. This is the antonym of the word normal. But if you know how you can make antonym by adding suffix or prefix with the word normal, then it will be more easy for you to find out an antonym. That is, with the word normal, you can add the prefix ab or av, which will make a new word, that is abnormal, which is also an adjective because the main word itself is an adjective. But as you have added the opposite prefix, that is ab, so the word is abnormal, and abnormal is the antonym of normal. So in this way you can also get the antonym of a particular word, which will be given to you to find out in your questions, that is board question, and you have to do this in this way. So dear students, I think you are being able to understand what I'm going to tell you, that you need to know more and more vocabularies to master this item or topic. And if you want to know more and more words, you should learn word formation, which will make it easier for you to understand, to learn, and to keep in your mind more and more words, which I have already shown you here in these examples, that only the word educate is giving us more and more words, and which are being formed only by using suffixes or prefixes. And in this way you can learn easily. In the same way, the given word is national. Now you are going to give some synonyms like domestic or native, which are similar in parts of speech, that is, they are adjective as national. But when you are going to find out some antonyms of national, you can get, or you can choose a new word, that is local, and also you can add prefix inter to make it antonym, that is international. So international is the antonym of national. So how you have formed this word international? Just by adding a prefix with the word national. So dear students, I think you can understand how easily it will be to you if you understand well how words are formed. In the case of the word education, we can get learning as the synonym, and this learning has been formed by adding ing with the main word learn, and ignorance would be an antonym for the word education. Again, helpful is an adjective, and the synonym of helpful is useful, and we can make antonyms in many ways, like by adding "un" with the word helpful, that is unhelpful, or less with the word use, that is useless, which is the opposite of useful. And we also use "un" with the word useful, and it will make a new word that is unuseful. So by adding either suffix or prefix, we can make antonyms of some particular words. But this case will not be applicable for all the words of English. But you have to understand which word takes which prefix or suffix to make antonym of a particular word. Okay? So if you go to learn word formation, you will find that there are some ways to form words. Here you can see that according to Cambridge Dictionary, there are 4 main ways of word formation. They are prefixes, suffixes, conversion, compounds, and there are some more ways like abbreviation, backformation, loanwords, or new words. In these 8 ways, you can make or get new words or form new words. Okay. So now I'm going to talk about these ways, how it will help you to make new words, and also will help you to increase your vocabularies. The first one is prefixes. So what is actually prefix? A prefix is an affix. Affix is either a particular letter or some letters, which is placed before the base or stem of a word to change it into another word of new meaning. That with the base of a particular word, we can use some letter or particular letter to make new words. Like, suppose this is the word uneducated. You have added "un" 2 letters before that word, and it has been a new word that is uneducated, which we have already learned from previous examples. Normal, we have just add "av" and it has been abnormal. New, we have added "re", so it has been a renew. So these letters have been placed before the word, so these are called prefix. Pre refers to before. So when an affix is placed before a particular base word to form or to create new words, then those letter or letters or affix is called prefixes or prefix. Behave is a word, and we have added "miss" to make a new word, misbehave. Perfect is another word, and we have added "im" to make it into another word, and it has been imperfect. In this way, we can add some prefixes to make new words. So now you have to learn what are the prefixes, which we can add with other words, and which word take which prefix, because here we have got 5 prefixes: "an", "ab", "re", "miss", "im", but we cannot add "an" with perfect, or we cannot add "im" with educated, or we cannot add "im" with normal, or we cannot add an with new. So particular word takes particular prefixes, but not all words take all prefixes. So we have to learn them, we have to know them. Otherwise, in this case, we can make mistakes. So we have to learn how many prefixes are there in English. We have to learn all the prefixes because we have to improve our command over this particular language, because we are learning English. So if we learn more and more vocabularies, if we can make newer words, then it will help us to improve our ability or competence in this language. Okay. Then the second one is suffixes. So what is suffix? A suffix is a letter or a group of letters placed at the end of a word to create new word. Prefix was a letter or group of letters placed before a particular word, but suffix is placed after the word or at the end of a word. Okay. Here we can add D with the word educate, and we have got educated. So D here is suffix. Likewise, happy is the main word. We have added the suffix ness, and we have also changed the letter Y into I. There are some rules where you have to change this. You have to learn them also. I will talk about them later. Produce, the main word, we have added TION to make a new word, that is production. In the same way, use is the main word. We have added full to make a new word, that is useful. And if we take useful as a new base word and can add ness to make another new word, so usefulness has been a new word. But the main base word is use, but we have here used two suffixes, that is full and ness. And in this way, we have made another new word, that is usefulness. So dear students, in this way, by adding suffixes, you can get more and more words. But you have to learn the suffixes of English language. So what are the suffixes? And with which word you can add which suffix to make new or to create new word. You have to learn them. I'm not talking about them in this video class. If I go to talk, or if I talk about this, it will take a longer time and the video class will be a longer one, and it may make you bored. But you have to learn them. I want to assure you that I will talk about them in my next classes. I think you will also watch those video classes to get help to develop your English. The third one is conversion. So what is conversion? Conversion involves the change of a word from one word class to another. That is, the same word, without changing the spelling, we can use them for other meaning or for other parts of speech. That is, the word is same, but we can change the parts of speech of the word by using them in different cases. Like here, the word better is an adjective. According to the sentence, it has been used as an adjective. That is, he is better than I. Here, the better is in its comparative form. But in this sentence, the word is the same, but has been used as a verb. Okay, so this system is called conversion. That the word may be the similar, but their use may be different. He is trying to better his position. So here, by adding to with the word better, I have made it an infinitive to give the meaning to improve one's position. So here better is giving the meaning of development or progress or improvement. Okay, so in this way, by changing the word class or changing the parts of speech, we can make the word a newer one, giving new meaning. But we have to understand that, okay, that is which word can be used in this way. But all the words of English cannot be used in this way. Okay, but you have to understand them. How you will understand them? By studying more and more in this language. Okay, I live here. Here, live is a verb, but here the word is the same, but its pronunciation is different. That is live, and it is giving the idea of an adverb. If you read the sentence, you will get the meaning. The program was aired. That is, the program was broadcast directly. That is not recording, rather it was live. So here, as it is giving how the work was done, so live is an adverb here. So in this sentence, live is verb, but gives the pronunciation live. And here, live gives the pronunciation of live, and it has been used as an adverb. So in this way, by the conversion of or the changing of a word from one class to another, we can make new word. Okay, so this is the third one. Now I'm going to talk about the fourth one, that is compounds. So what is compound? That in compounding, two or more bases are linked together to create a new word. That is, two different base words, two different words with their bases are put together to create a new word. In this case, the first item identifies a key feature of the second word. That is, we can understand the main meaning by the first base word. Here we can get some examples like maid, servant. So these are the two different words, but when we have put together, the word has been made servant. So this is the new word. In the same way, heartbreaking, the two different words, but when we have joined together, they have been heartbreaking, a new word. In this way, airplane has been airplane, nevertheless have been nevertheless, notwithstanding have been notwithstanding. So in this way, two or more base words can make newer words when we put them or link them together. So you have to learn them also. Okay, then we can go to learn about abbreviation. So what is abbreviation? We have already known it. Okay, and this word is very familiar to us, that abbreviation involves shortening a word, that we shorten a larger or longer word to make it more easy for us to remember, to spell, or to tell. Okay, but this abbreviation is done in four main ways. What are they? The first one is clipping, the second one is initialisms, the third one is acronyms, and the fourth one is blending. Now you have to understand what are they, actually what they are referring to. Okay, so the first one is clipping. Clipping means to shorten or clip one or more syllables from a word, that you have to remove one or more syllables from a particular word to shorten it. How? If you go through these examples, you will understand better. That is, examination is a large word, but if you remove the INATION, the word becomes exam. So examination, we have clipped or cut out this part from the word, and it had been shortened like exam. In the same way, advertisement has been add, Matthew has been math, laboratory has been lab, photograph has been photo, limited has been LTD, that is limited, etc. has been etc or etc. We will pronounce the main word, but we'll write in this way. We'll write LTD, but we'll say limited. We'll write etc, but we'll also say etc. So in this way, we can shorten the word to make new word. Okay, so ad has been a new word, but gives the same meaning as advertisement. So this is called the system of clipping. Then initialisms. What is initialism? An initial is the first letter of a word. So initial is the first letter of a word, but in initialism, the first letter of each word of a name is used to shorten the large name. So the first letter of each word is used, not the syllable, only the first letter. In clipping, we don't have used only the first letter, but a syllable has been used here by removing other syllables. But in initialisms, we only use the first letter. But in this case, each letter is pronounced to say the word. But when we say the word, we pronounce each letter. As we see the example, that is secondary school certificate. This is the larger name. But as we have used only the first letter of each word, the new word has been SSC. But as we pronouncing the word here like this, that is SSC. So here we are pronouncing each letter. Okay. In the same way, United States of America, we are pronouncing USA. So the letters are being pronounced fully. In the same way, United Kingdom, we pronounce UK. UK. The name William Butler Yeats have been WB Yeats. Bangladesh Civil Service has been BCS. So these words are called initialisms because we have used the initial letter of each words of that particular name. So in this way, you can make new words. Then we can go to the system acronym. This is also another way how we can form new words. So what is acronym? Acronyms are words which are formed from the first letter of other words. Here we also used first letter or letters, but here the letters are not pronounced, rather the word pronounced as a new word. Okay, that is which are pronounced as full words. Okay, not the letters of the words are pronounced individually. That is radial detection and ranging. Here the name has been like this, RADAR, rather, and we are not pronouncing each letter, rather we say radar. So it has been a new word with new pronunciation. In the same way, Food and Agricultural Organization, we have used the initial letters of each word, and it has been a new word with pronunciation of FAO. So we are not pronouncing each letter like FAO, rather we say FAO. So if we pronounce the letters individually, we will call them as initialisms. But if the new word pronounced as a new word, we will call them acronyms. In the same way, World Health Organization has been WHO, WHO. It is pronounced as WHO. Again, self-contained underwater breathing apparatus. The new word has been scuba. South Asian Association of Regional Cooperation. The organization has been pronounced as SARC because we have used the initial letters of each word, and it has been a new word with a new pronunciation, that is SARC. So in this way, if the initial letters, when we put together, make a new word with a new pronunciation, we will call that word as acronym. So acronym is also a system of forming new word. Then the fourth one is blending. What is blending? We can understand with the meaning of the word. Blend, to mix. Okay, that is, blending is a complex word typically made of two word fragments. So when we put fragments from two words together and make a new word, that system is called blending. If we go through the example, we will understand that. Smoke and fog, by putting together only the fragment, that is, here we have used SMO, or we have here used OZ. So when we have put together, the word has been smog, SMOG. Breakfast and lunch, so the word has been like this because we have used BR from the word breakfast, and we have used UNCH from the word lunch. So putting together the fragments of the words, we have got new word, that is branch. Teleprinter and exchange. In the same way, we have here used tele, and here we have used X, so the word has been telex. In the same way, binary and unit together has been bit. Web and log has been blog. Video plus blog or log has been blog. So in this way, we can make new words by blending the fragments of other words, especially two words. Okay. So dear students, I think you have understood what blending is. And these are only the abbreviation. So we can make new words by shortening, and we have got 4 different ways to do it. Now the 6th system of making new words is backformation. So what is backformation? In linguistics, backformation is the process of forming a new word by removing actual or supposed affixes from the other words. So think about this, that in our previous examples or in our previous rules, we have added suffixes or prefixes and made new words. But this is the opposite system, that we have to remove the suffixes or prefixes from a particular word, and then we will make new words. That is, television is the word, but here we have removed ION and we have made it televise. In the same way, we have removed ION from the word education and we have got the word educate. From the word donation, we have also removed ION and we have made a new word donate. From the editor, we have removed OR and got the word edit. So in this way, by removing the suffixes or prefixes, we can get backward that is the base word. Okay, because when we are talking about suffixes or prefixes, we have added word or group of words with the base word to make new words. But in this case, we will not going to add, rather we are going to remove the suffixes or prefixes to get the base word. So in this way, we can also make new word when we actually want to get. Okay, because we know a word, that is, education is a familiar word, but we now need the verb form of education. So as we know education, and we also know how we can make verb form of education, then it will help us in the case of synonym or antonym, or to make new word by removing the suffixes or prefixes. Okay, now the seventh system is loan words. So what is loan word? Loan mean to borrow something from others. So a loan word is a word as adopted from one language, that is the donor language, and incorporated into another language without translation. That is, we directly use the word which we can get from other language. Suppose you use shari in Bangla, but in English we can also use it as shari to mean the same thing, not translating the word. So in this way, we can directly use a word from other language in our own language. Okay, so in this way, we can borrow word from other languages to increase the vocabularies of our own language. So here is some example, like cafe is a French word, but we also use this word in English. Bazaar is Persian. Kindergarten is German. Music is English, but it has been from music, that is French word. Opera is Italian word, but we use all these words in our English. Okay, so in this way, we can borrow or collect words from other languages to mean the same thing, and the word remain the same as it was in their donor language or the main language. Okay. The last system of forming new words, that is the new words, that we make this word completely new, because with the passage of time we need some new words to mean something which has been invented or which has been discovered. So it is said that the words which are formed for technical purposes and added in the language are termed as new words. So new words are completely new, and these are formed for our technical purposes, which we invent or which we discovered and which we now use in our practical life. For example, email has been a new word, internet has been a new word, Facebook has been a new word, YouTube, eating. So there are so many words which we have got very recently in our English. Okay, so in this way, by adding new and new words, we can improve the vocabularies or improve the word stock. So dear students, these are the 8 different ways how we can form new words to develop our vocabularies in English. And now it is your duty to practice and catch up the ideas how you can improve your vocabularies. So dear students, I think you have enjoyed the class and you have been with me throughout this whole class. But if you have any problem to understand anything, you can write down your problem in the comment box of this video class, and I'll try my best to solve your problem. And if you think that video class is important for you and very helpful, please like it, share it with your friends. And if you are new to this YouTube channel, please subscribe and press the bell button so that you can get instant notification of any new video class which I will upload in future. So okay, I hope to talk with you in my next video class. Till then, stay safe and sound and continue your study, not wasting any more times. Have nice times. Bye.